Terrorists and our government attack the Bill of Rights. What do the terrorists and our government have in common? They both are bent on destroying our Bill of Rights, taking away liberty in America. I was heartened to see both MSNBC and CNN illustrate more psychological insights when talking about terrorism. They seem to realize it is alienation that breeds terrorism, that to exclude people, make them feel they don't belong, is the exact opposite of what we need to do to stop terrorists. The Orlando terrorist was a person divided against himself, possibly gay, who projected the part of himself that was unconscious, unacceptable to him, onto others, and killed that part of himself he didn't accept in Orlando. The unconscious does that. It uses displacement, substituting others in projection for the self it represses. This was a person who didn't find a place to receive confirmation for who he really was. He was a security guard who dreamed of being a policeman. When our energies are not directed to constructive ends, they often are directed to the destructive, to get a feeling of aliveness, excitement. The Orlando terrorist grew up with a father who evidently espoused violence, so he was enacting family patterns, taking the verbal one step further in action. And his laughing as he killed bespeaks someone who was mentally disturbed, as people who are divided, conflicted, not congruent, unconscious of parts of themselves, often are. How does the right-wing authoritarian bastion suggest we deal with such a person? Increase surveillance in America, be proactive, and take away the rights of people before they do anything. The authoritarian right-wingers on Fox are not much different from the authoritarian terrorists, emotional illiterates who don't have a clue what makes people destructive or constructive. The scary thing is Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump. With Trump, we have a person with a personality disorder, narcissism, who cannot be trusted with an American Stasi, the American police state. With Clinton, we have a panderer, an Israel firster. Many of the biggest donors are Israel firsters, who is comfortable blowing with the political wind, and in this climate, spouting some of the Fox News right-wing authoritarian garbage. More surveillance is the outcry in a country with an American Stasi who has radicalized first responders, security guards, neighborhood watch groups, and turned them into vicious gang stalkers. America, a country with a gang-stalking Stasi, has shown she is incapable of not abusing the powers of the national security state. And our Congress, who doesn't represent the best interests of the American people, in this emotional climate of fear and hate, we can predict will now only make worse the American police state, taking away yet more of our liberties, decimating the shreds left of our Bill of Rights. How can we protect ourselves? In an authoritarian America, there is only one candidate who will stand up for the Bill of Rights, and that is Gary Johnson. It is time for a libertarian as president. The corporate media ignores him, so it's just as if he's not running. Each and every one of us must start posting his speeches on social media and create an awareness we have an alternative. We can choose reason over fear and hate. We don't have to make a choice between a narcissist and a political elite liar panderer. We can choose American values over the American police state by supporting Gary Johnson to bring the change America, sick America, so desperately needs.